it's Megan with Last Frontier Counseling. My video today is titled Telemedicine 101. I wanted to do a video that talks about the history of telemedicine and telecounseling, describes a little bit about some of the specific benefits of telecounseling, and discusses some of the limitations. That'll help you learn whether telemedicine might be something that's a good fit for you and your lifestyle right now. So to start, I think it's important that we're on the same playing field and we have a working definition of what telemedicine is. Put very simply, telemedicine is the use of technology to facilitate or enhance the connection between a client and their healthcare service providers, such as their doctors and their counselors. At Last Frontier Counseling, we use a video conferencing software that is secure and HIPAA certified that allows us to conduct counseling sessions using video chat. This allows us to communicate in real time, much the way it would be if we were meeting face-to-face, just as in standard counseling. A lot of people think that telemedicine and telecounseling is some new phenomenon, that it's some sort of gimmick. That couldn't be further from the truth. There's actually a very rich history to telecounseling. Telemedicine has evolved with the history of the telephone, and its use in medicine has existed since Graham Bell invented the telephone. However, one of the first major uses of telecounseling that the public was aware of is during the NASA space program, including the moon landing. During this, NASA used video software as well as other health metrics that allowed them to remotely monitor astronauts who were going into space. So this allowed NASA to help keep track of the astronauts' physical health when they couldn't be physically present to conduct assessments and examinations. But they also used this video software to keep track of the astronauts' mental health, to make sure that they were coping well and that they were able to deal with any of the problems that they were facing in space. This is one of the first big uses of telecounseling, and we can see it evolve from there to how it exists today. When we talk about telecounseling as a type of therapy, that's really a misnomer. Telecounseling isn't a type of therapy the way that cognitive therapy is a type of therapy, or rational imitative behavioral therapy is a type of therapy. Rather, telecounseling is the vessel, the thing that allows us to use some of those other evidence-based practices. As we're talking about evidence-based, there's a lot of research that supports the fact that counseling provided using telemedicine is just as effective at helping people solve their problems as attending face-to-face counseling sessions. The VA has really been a pioneer in doing some of this research, and what they've concluded is that seeing clients using telemedicine has been just as effective at helping them cope with issues like depression and trauma as attending face-to-face sessions, so long as that counseling also helps the client achieve other sources of support in their face-to-face daily life. It's using this evidence that Last Frontier Counseling was really founded and that we move forward using telecounseling as an evidence-based best practice.